Welcome to September's monthly release highlights for Customer Identity Cloud. We'll go over this month's new available features. Generally available features. The Google Workspace Enterprise connection now supports an extended group attribute format option. When selected, group memberships are written to the Auth0 user profile as an array of JSON objects containing the group unique ID, group name, and group email address for each group retrieved from Google. This feature is immediately available in the public cloud and will be rolled out to private cloud environments in the next few weeks as per the release. Pipeline. Per module authorization. Enable developers to control which applications can write tuples to specific modules. Increasing security when multiple applications interact with fine-grained authorization by granting them different permissions per module in a model. For example, the API credentials for the Wiki application should not allow creating tuples for types in the Issue Tracker module. High-capacity private cloud burst offerings for AWS. 3,000 requests per second and 6,000 requests per second offerings are now available for private cloud deployments on AWS. These cost-effective private performance options scale the authentication traffic respectively for 80 hours a month and allow usage up to 1,500 RPS and 3,000 RPS respectively for the remaining duration. The elevated transaction capacity comes handy for planned and unplanned traffic spikes. For example, during product launches, large media events, seasonal activities, and unpredictable usage peaks. The private performance burst offering is just another milestone in our commitment to providing the functionality and flexibility our beloved customers need. New private cloud region in United Arab Emirates. We are delighted to introduce the United Arab Emirates as the latest AWS region for private cloud deployments. We are committed to enhancing our presence in the Middle East. The UAE joins Bahrain as the second AWS region for Auth0 private cloud in this part of the world. This expansion opens up new possibilities in the UAE, where private cloud deployment is already supported on Azure. Let's wrap up with a look at early access features. The following updates have been made to self-service SSL. Tenant admins now have the ability to choose which identity providers to display when their customers are setting up an SSO profile through the setup. Wizard, making the entire process more efficient and customizable. We've added support for Keycloak, expanding the available identity providers. When no user attributes exist in the SSO profile, we skip the claims mapping instructions in the SSO wizard. When testing the connection, the JSON has been formatted to show on multiple lines. We're excited to announce that custom phone providers is now in early access. With this feature, customers can configure custom phone providers and customize phone messages associated with using phone number as an identifier. Using a custom phone provider for multi-factor authentication and passwordless phone messages is planned for a later release. This early access release enables you to configure your preferred phone provider for phone messages, leverage various contexts for using different providers, including organization, client, user, and more. Thanks for viewing the Customer Identity Cloud monthly release highlights. Information and documentation on the latest updates can be found at auth0.com/changelog.